It's alarming, but it's not surprising. The city finances right now are, I'll say, they're a work in progress. You know, we're not talking about a little bit of money. I mean, we're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now we have to figure out what of that money was a shell game, what money was fraudulently spent, and what was commingled. That's what we're working through, and that's what the auditors are working through. We're working through. I've been with PennDOT and FTA on a regular basis, basically a weekly basis, getting all of our accounts straightened out. We have new accounts open now that should have been open previously that never were, tracking all of the money, delineating all of the money that we're getting, and so. It's a problem, but we're going to face it head on like we've been doing and get to the bottom of it. I didn't realize, I knew the finances were a major problem. I didn't realize that it was commingled as badly as it is. There were some red flags when I was on council, just bills not being paid. I would ask just general questions at that time related to finances, and it would either be, you'd get an answer that sort of, danced around the actual question, or just flat out didn't answer the question. So that was a red flag. And then there were numerous red flags. And then when I took over as mayor, as soon as I took over, the floodgates opened. People were coming to me. Obviously, I had a look at the finances from the executive side of things and not just the council side. And so it became quite clear immediately that we had a big problem. And so I forwarded my concerns to the District Attorney Ryan Gardner, who immediately forwarded it to the Attorney General's office. And obviously we've been under an investigation now for nearly 2 years. It's extremely difficult running the day-to-day operations of the city without knowing what you have financially. I mean, almost everything we do is related to finances. So I think for the budget right now, what we're looking at doing is the contractual obligations only to start. What do we absolutely have to pay? So essentially, we're going to start from a zero budget because any of the carryover money that could potentially be commingled. So I think at this point right now, we cannot count on that until we know what actually we have. So we'll start at zero, and then obviously add in all of our contractual obligations, salaries, and then see where we land and go from there. We have to start with a no tax increase issue. I don't see how there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's not fair to put that on to the taxpayers, now having the actual audit sitting in front of us showing that. To be clear, that doesn't mean once it comes out, once we know the numbers, there won't have to be some type of tax increase, even if it's minimal. I can't say that right now.
But without knowing anything.
Without knowing, I can't accurately say if it's going to be, $250,000 no tax increase. But we're going to start with no tax increase until we see how the numbers shake out.